We are here. Finally, we got some fireworks today, ladies and gentlemen. Some fireworks. And to be quite honest with you, it's not that big of a deal. But we're going to go over some stuff. Got some nice stuff ready for y'all. Let me see in chat. Anybody in chat, let me know. Hit me up. Hit me up. Hit me up. Make sure you guys can see this. Darvin, did he get off? I don't know. What's up, shipmate? What's up? Like the stream, everyone. Belly bread. You guys ready to get down some Nomics drama? You guys ready for this? Oh man, I'm stoked. Freaking stoked. I got a pretty cool surprise for you guys too. I'm pretty excited. Pete, what's up, my man? Giddy up. What's up, dude? Sword Golf. What's up? What's up? Douche Maza. All right. We got 10 people in here. All right. Here's what we're going to do. I've actually already, is that decline to 18 really bad thing? I don't know. I don't care. I'm going to tell you guys one thing, though, before we even start here. What's up, David? What's up, Crypto Heartbeat? Yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, like, this stuff with Nomics.com, it is not a big deal. I'm just going to say it unapologetically. This is not a big deal. People need to chill the hell out. I love everybody, but I just got to say that. I got to say that straight up. Let me see if I can share this daggone thing. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to go share screen. The Chrome tab, same stuff. Go here. We're going to share. And let me go back. There it is. And I can actually, I think I can present that. Yeah. Nice. We got it. I'm trying to increase my production game here, fellas, ladies, gentlemen. I'm going to give it like, we have 2 or 3 more minutes. Nah, David, they didn't unlist it. They just kind of changed our supply metric up, which decreased our ranking. I think we're sitting at like 15 or 18. I think we're at 18 now, but they didn't unlist. But it's actually not a bad thing. I'm going to go over all of it. And I really like the fact that the founder had the balls to kind of show his work. I like that about him too. And I liked him earlier in the year too, when he was reaching out to folks and just like straight up asking, what's the deal here? All right. The old pump and dump. Yeah, Juice, I'll go over it. Nomics decreased our market cap by basically changing the supply, the circulating supply metric, which they got that circulating supply metric from our crew. So it's I want you guys to hear it from me before you hear it from anywhere else. If you haven't heard it already, because I'm going to paint for you the picture that this is not, it's not a bad thing. I mean, it can be, like, people can see it as a bad thing, but I think it's a net positive in very many ways. And we're going to go over that here in about 45 seconds. Oh, you guys got to tell me what you think about this. Hold on. We're going to get ready for this. 1 second. I'm still here. I'm just getting ready. They finally came in, ladies and gentlemen. They finally freaking came in. You guys ready for this? What do you think? What do you think, chat? Blow it up. Yeah. That is freaking what I'm talking about. Oh, gosh. All right. Let's go, Brandon. All right. Here's the deal. We're going to get started here. I've got a little presentation. David likes it. I know David loves it. All right, got a little presentation. All right. Nomics adjusted hex supply. And thank God. Thank God, right? Here's why. I can't barely see in these damn things, dude. I feel like you remember you like in elementary school they give you those drug or those drunk glasses. I kind of feel that way. I feel sick. Let me make sure you guys can see it. All right. I'm gonna actually take these damn things. I can't do this. Can't do it. Hold on. Putting them back on. All right. Here we go. Nomics adjusted hex supply. What's all this mean? And I'm not going to be responding to any chat folks right now. We'll do that in a minute. Hold. But when it gets green to the very, very bottom, make sure you sell. And I know quite a few people who did that. Socials. You are so funny, Brandon. I can't wait to meet you one day. I am not looking forward to that. Classic. Watch this at the gym this morning, and I really don't have nothing to say to you. Keep them coming. This is funny. The Optimist. Richard said Bitcoin would not set a new high. Richard said we would go to 10,000 when we dropped to 30,000. I think Hex may drop below 1 cent. Depressed. Depressed, but your literal name is the Optimist. And Richard also did say that he hopes to see it go to a new high, but if it doesn't, we're going back to 10,000. I think those are actually his words. Hex is not going to triple digits anytime soon. Anyone who thinks it is smoking crack or drinking Kool-Aid, and you spelled Kool-Aid incorrectly. It's with a K, and that's a really liberal thing of me to do, but you're just going to have to deal with it. But notice he says Hex is not going to triple digits anytime soon. So you're not denying it'll go there, right? Conway Crypto. Now, this was in response to, what was it? PulsePad? That PulsePad video I did, just telling people like, hey, this is what it is. Check it out. If you think it's a good project, just make sure you use proper risk management. He says, what's wrong with you? I mean, you should know that the coin market cap charts are way off. All the numbers, the 500x, the 300x are correct. Those are gains from the IDOs of the projects to the all-time high. So what's wrong? I made a couple of 6 figures from these Bluezilla projects. But yeah, so there's a lot going on here. So I just said, hey, ask me a question worth answering. All right. Some more socials. Hex is not limited to 635 billion. I think you got it wrong. There is no upper limit on the Hex supply. It would inflate 3.65% in perpetuity. Correct. I made the correction in the description last week. Thanks for pointing it out. I was incorrect on that, folks. Tyler, 7 flat earthers disliked your video. Sunny days. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, trailer trash. All right, Cot G, push it to the limit. Walk along the razor's edge, but don't look down just to keep your head, or you'll be finished. Or is that like lyrics, music lyrics? And I said, Cot G, remind me not to party with you, stomach pumped, and IV fluids by 11 p.m. Probably. I mean, his picture, he's flying through the air in a mountain bike. I'm not doing that. This is a caveat. We're going to get into this now. Let me check chat real quick. Okay, cool. All right. All right, cool. So here's the caveat for newer folks. Every single thing that is about to be discussed has been discussed at length amongst thousands and thousands of people before. I'm going to let you know what happened today is not really anything new. There are no major bombshells, nothing like that. No epiphanies, no breaking stories. It's the same old Hex. It's the same old game. Okay. You just see some reactions from folks who are kind of upset about this. And you'd assume that somebody's dog got murdered. That's what you'd assume looking at Twitter right now, which I understand too. So I'm not going to Not going to be that guy. I'm not better than anybody else. Emotions are emotions. But if you go to nomics.com, nomics.com has had HEX listed in top 5 for a while. And you compare that to coinmarketcap.com. Coinmarketcap.com has not. They've had us statically at like 210, even though our market cap has been higher than everybody, essentially. So Nomics.com founder and Nomics on Twitter tweeted this. Why Nomics.com is adjusting HEX's circulating supply. All right. And then they quoted Richard, market cap is a silly made up number and always has been. Only the price that you can sell at matters. So we're going to kind of go into this. So who is the founder of Nomics.com? It's Clay Collins. He's the co-founder and he's the CEO of Nomics. Hold on. I'm just making sure that everybody can see this. Cool. Co-founder and CEO of Nomics, board chair and co-founder of Lead Pages /Drip, passionate about marketing, technology, cryptocurrencies, and the decentralized economy. So Nomics has shown HEX at a pretty high market cap for a while against pretty much the trend in the entire community. And entire community has listed HEX in the past as a scam. That's been falling by the wayside quite a bit lately. Actually, especially at the demise of our friend Alex Saunders, I think that was a big turning point for Richard. But let's move on. So what does he say? Nomics adjusting HEX's total supply, which, by the way, if they adjust the supply, they're going to adjust the market cap ranking, which will decrease us in market cap. So before getting started, I'd like to thank the HEX community for helping Nomics.com understand HEX a bit better. In particular, I want to thank Dev, Kyle, and Gunther, creator of HEX Audit, for lending their time to help my co-founder and I understand HEX's supply. We've learned a lot on this journey and come away impressed with the strength and quality of the HEX community. I also want to apologize. We got HEX's circulating supply wrong, and now we need to make an adjustment that lowers HEX's market cap. I wish we'd had a better understanding of HEX 2 years ago when we first listed your asset. I'd much rather, 1, not have to make any adjustments, or 2, have to make corrections that increase your market cap. So he lists this in the post. So this is him, Clay C. He says, and this was on September 22nd, 2021. Dear HEX Army, genuine/honest question. With only 10% of HEX locked/staked, why does HEX have 0.6% of the volume of Cardano and 0.05% of ETH? ADA has 166x volume and ETH has 2000x volume. He's basically trying to figure it out. He's trying to figure out what's going on with HEX. And judging by some of his previous tweets and tweets after that, a lot of people got mad when he started asking these questions. And I'm just going to start here by building my case. What's the alternative? He just randomly shows up and slams HEX out of nowhere. Is that the alternative? Is that what you guys want? Would you rather somebody open up a dialogue? Would you rather somebody talk to Gunther or talk to Kyle the dev, or go to HEX Audit and actually look at the spreadsheet? So Hexternaut answers, roughly 90% of HEX is owned by the OA and has never moved. Of the user-owned HEX, roughly 70% is staked. We are listed on 0 major exchanges. Most trading happens on DEXs like Uniswap and 1inch. Smart people don't trade HEX, they stake it. So his answer is, Clay's like, well, where's the volume? Hexternaut says, well, listen, this is not a volume play. This is a stake play, okay? You don't have to do anything, and you're automatically DCAing literally every day just by staking your coins. The contract pays it out to you, right? So this isn't a day trading type thing. We're not on major exchanges. This is the reason. So I'm going to give a check to Clay for this. At least he's reaching out. At least he's trying to understand. The literal founder of this exchange, is reaching out directly to the community. So he goes on to talk about this. He says, in fact, according to the most thorough reporting we can find on HEX supply, which is HEX Audit Telegram group, in this spreadsheet, 11.81% of HEX is owned by users. According to the methodology that we apply to all assets issued on smart contract platforms, we have decided not to count the OA ownership as circulating. All right. So what he's saying right here, we have total supply of HEX, 635 billion. All right. Out of that total supply, the OA, the originating address, origin address, whatever you want to call it, 560 billion is in that address. Now, what's left is about 75 billion. That's user ownership. 565 billion hasn't done anything. It stayed put. It's not moving. So what they're saying, like I said, according to the methodology that we apply to all assets issued on smart contract platforms, we've decided not to count OA ownership as circulating. This is the actual full spreadsheet that comes from HEX Audit. And it goes into supreme detail, okay? You guys can pause this. You guys can take a look at it. You can go to HEX Audit, Gunther, et cetera, et cetera. But this is what they pulled out, and I'm happy that they actually took a look at this. I am. Current circulating supply. So the OA tokens can be moved and staked. Why don't you consider them circulating? So what's the significance of all this, right? What is the significance? If they take away OA ownership from total supply, that means that the equation essentially makes our market cap much, much less. So if we go from 560 billion down to 75 billion, market cap is equal to price times circulating supply, then it's gonna make that market cap much less. And it's just unfortunate that even market cap really doesn't mean anything in the crypto world. And we'll go over why that is. But it's unfortunate that we will be decreased in rankings, although the power of what we have underneath our fingertips is not diminished at all. And in fact, I think it's much stronger. So this is why the OA tokens can be moved and staked. Why don't you consider them circulating? So he goes on to prove his work here. All right. He's not backing down. He's not being a punk. He's giving us answers. The OA tokens have never been sold, and they do not behave like assets in circulation. Is that true? Is that true, guys? Yeah, it's freaking true. Okay? We can't sit here and say that it's not. They do not behave like assets in circulation. Moreover, they are excluded by our methodology. For tokens issued on smart contract platforms, we do not count assets as circulating if they are in wallets held by project owner and team members, wallets designated for development, marketing, airdrops, giveaways, burn wallets, deployers, any other wallet that is locked or non-circulating for another reason, wallets hard-coded into the asset smart contract to receive token distributions. We agree that these assets can be sold, but they never have been. And according to our methodology, which we apply across the board, as long as they are project controlled, we consider them not to be in circulation. What do you guys think? I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it. I don't disagree with this. I can't disagree with this. I think these are things that have to happen. We've got to have these honest discussions. A lot of people are going to be upset about this video, but it's not going to cause me to change my opinion on it. And I'm glad that we're hashing this out now. The quicker we can hash things like this out, the quicker we can move forward. All right. So what's the real advantage of all this? Here, check this out, right? All this FUD about HEX for this entire period of time, we've finally had a team of people from Nomics.com, reputable organization, reach out and concentrate on learning what HEX actually is, actually understanding what HEX is, not just gatekeeping us. This is a massive amount of credibility. All right. So think about in the future when somebody tries to say HEX is a scam. Well, you can say, well, one of the major exchanges, Nomics.com, actually did a deep dive into this, and here is the result. This is now public knowledge. This is something that can be pointed to overcome any type of objection moving forward. They did a deep dive. They talked to us. They looked at our numbers. 2, potential investors who are perusing Nomics.com will now target HEX more strongly. 10,000x in 2 years with only a 14 billion market cap. That's pretty interesting. 14 billion market cap right now. Could it 10x? Yeah, that's what people are thinking. People who aren't used to our community and not used to understanding how markets really work. This is how they look at things. So we got to be talking about that right now. All right. So potential investors who are perusing Nomics.com will now target HEX more strongly. They're not going to be looking at the top 5. They're going to be more apt to invest in lower entry, lower price things, even if they don't know anything about it. I think that's just going to be an advantage for us. People who use market cap as the only filter for targeting projects can safely assume that a 10x is easier from 14 billion than it is from 100 billion. It not necessarily really is, but that's just the assumption. You see, that's what people think. That's what 95% of people out there think, probably more. So it's gonna make us look better. All right. Nomics openly admits that circulating supply is subjective. Projects are different. All right. All projects are different. All sorts of projects. HEX is different from Bitcoin, which is different from Ethereum, which is different from Solana. All these things are different. There hasn't been a good solution that has had consensus amongst communities to figure out how we're actually going to rank these things. Things like, they use volume. That could be a very, very small portion of this. Things like liquidity, how deep your pools are. Things like social media, things like on-chain activity. All these types of things need to be put together to come up with a better metric, and we just don't have it yet. So one of the questions is, why are you so focused on HEX? So prior to this, and this was his answer, prior to this adjustment, we ranked HEX at number 3, a higher or equal rank than any other major market cap sites for this asset. A high percentage of support questions we get, including from Hexicans, basically ask, why does coinmarketcap.com or CoinGecko say X while Nomics says Y? So we've been asking questions about HEX because we are constantly asked about it, and we needed information necessary to defend our position or reconsider it. Essentially, the effort to intelligently respond to the inquiries we received prompted us to ask questions about HEX. He's straight up honest. He's like, hey, we've been getting heat. We've had you guys listed high. We've been getting heat, and we wanted to take another look at it just to make sure we were covering our ass. That's what he's saying. He's not hiding from it. Just what it is. Here's my conclusion. You guys can go at. There's a lot of more Q&A. There's some other things that probably need to be talked about, but I didn't talk about them for brevity's sake. But my conclusion is this is good for HEX. We finally had someone take a serious look at our project, and we can use this study to overcome objections in the future. We have a ranking that is more conducive for growth and removes haters from the equation more easily. We can reach the top 5 status again very, very easily. And at that point, there will be no more objections. We already got knocked. Other influencers will look more strongly at HEX as a buying opportunity, and we can use the words of Clay C. Essentially, we can say, look what they did, right? Why are influencers going to look at? Influencers are always looking to give value to their folks. So if they just saw that HEX dropped from a top 5 all the way down to a 15 or 18, and it's done a 10,000x, and the contract hasn't changed, nothing about it has really changed, they're going to be like, well, hey, maybe this is a really good opportunity for my viewers to be able to get into this. That's coming from an influencer, a very small influencer in this community, but that's just how my mind would work. Not a damn thing has changed about the HEX smart contract. Nothing. Nothing has changed. It's still going. It's not stopping. Stakers are increasing. This is a great opportunity. Massive amounts of respect for Clay for looking into things, talking to our folks, taking the time to understand HEX, sticking his neck out there for HEX community, and ultimately his company too. It sounds like he did the right thing. I don't necessarily. I'm not happy with the result, but I think it was. I think it was an honest go at it, and I think that the advantages, actually, crazy as it sounds, I think the advantages outweigh the disadvantages. All right, and I know that. Here's the thing, guys. I'm not going to go to chat yet. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I get it. I'm trying to do my best to look long term here, and I think this is good. I think this is sometimes being in the spotlight 100% of the time in a negative way isn't always the best thing. And I think this will remove a little bit of negative heat and replace it with a little bit of positive heat. That's what I really believe. So let me see here. I'm going to go back to chat now. Da, 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 da. All right. Da, 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 da. Okay. So we'll go with this. Juice Man. Oh, wow. I see Hex is number 18 now. Yes, yes, yes. David Rarig. I bet you have a creepy laugh, dude. Juice Man, nice shades. Heck yeah. I can put these back on now. Some of you guys didn't see them. All right, let's do it. All right. Bro, so glad you embrace this type of stuff. I'm glad I do too. I'm glad. Killing it. You look like Stevie Wonder. That didn't last long. Yeah, dude, these things made me sick trying to read that damn screen. Let's go. Brandon, what up, R2R? So what's this say? Nomics is still better than CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. Yeah. I mean, at least they've reached out and tried to figure out what's going on. They're doing what they think is best now. I can't really disagree with the logic. I know that there are some double standards, though. There's a lot of coins out there that have not been treated the same, but they have to know that they're going to get that heat too. So they're going to have to figure that out as well. A lot of hexagons are going to be hitting them up. If Dev Kyle approved, then I support. That dude is straight brilliant. He is brilliant. I don't know to what degree he actually talked to him. I have no clue. Maybe it's 2 sentences, maybe it's not. Actually reasonable. I wasn't at all angry after reading the post. Yeah, I wasn't. He seems straightforward. Think it's not being applied across the board. That's a big deal. It isn't. And they said that. They said supply is a very subjective thing, and you have to admit that it is a subjective thing. You are right, Bart Bruno. I was just telling my buddy the same thing. Yeah. All right, David, what you got, man? Makes sense to me. I'm curious, though. Isn't there a button of Bitcoin that is either lost or unaccounted for? I think I saw that Yeah, so they actually talked about that too. I don't hold on. Let me see if I can pull it up. I'll talk. Yeah. So for example, like Satoshi has like a million out of circulation. Nomics updates. Where's Nomics? Clay. Let's see here. Adjusting. All right, I'm gonna go down and let me share this with you guys. You can't see it. Share. Chrome. Share. All right, make sure you guys can see this. Yeah. So if we go down, he talks about that. Let me see. All right, looking. Hex away, Apple sounds very impressive. People don't know this information. Yeah, so what about Satoshi's coins? Satoshi has like 1,000,000 Bitcoin that haven't been moved. Satoshi might be dead, nobody knows. What about lost Bitcoins? What about ETH owned Bitcoin or ETH owned by Vitalik? He says that's a great point. We're more likely to take action A, when an asset enters the top 10, but especially the top 5. B, when there's a founder slash project ownership outlier, i.e., when we believe the founder slash project ownership is over 50%. When a project is newer and assets were programmed into existence by smart contracts, i.e., where we see most of the rug pulls and market manipulation. And then when a small set of addresses have the ability to drain all liquidity multiple times over, yeah, and hold more assets in exchanges. In other words, because this is a time insensitive, subjective, and manual process with automated monitoring, we only have the bandwidth for high levels of scrutiny for high market cap assets that are outliers with regards to founder slash project ownership. I mean, it's not the strongest argument. It's not the strongest argument. Especially, we only have the bandwidth for high level. Well, maybe they do, maybe they don't. But Hex was in the top 5. Hex pretty much checks all those boxes. What about Satoshi's coins? I mean, even if we took, if we not a billion Bitcoin, million Bitcoin. If we took 1,000,000 Bitcoin out or 1,000,000 Bitcoin out of circulation, it certainly would change. So I'm not really sure if they really answered that question very well, at least for my liking. Okay. Let me get back here. I'm going to share this thing. All right. So, yeah, it makes sense to me. 66. All right. No, it wasn't a dumb question, but you are dumb. Actually, it is. Mike Mack, what's up, my man? How you doing, brother? How you doing? Yeah, but it's absolute baloney. I don't agree, but I can respect your thoughts. I respect your thoughts too. I hate you. I hate this person too, but I respect your thoughts. My inner feels makes me think, though, that they are legalizing the terms of circulating supply. Like, what constitutes circulating supply, and does that apply across the board? It's hard. I think they're making it up on the fly. He said that. He said circulating supply is a subjective thing, and that's because projects do different things. You know, burning this, releasing that, minting this, burning. It's just it's kind of difficult, but I think they're getting closer to it. They probably learned a whole lot in the process of Hex, and Hex is probably going to set the standard for what they're going to be doing moving forward. Hold- Hey guys, look at this. Laugh Mile said, "Did he just say he hated me? Oh my! You guys need to educate him in the chat. Educate this person, please." All right. Yeah, David, I don't do it. I guess if these sites have to list coins based on market cap, then it seems that market cap does in fact matter. Right. So it doesn't matter. It matters a whole lot more in traditional finance. And that's because, if I want market cap equals price times circulating supply. My circulating supply is 1 billion, and I just sold one of my coins for $1. So what's the market cap? It's kind of why it doesn't matter. And then you look at something like Hex, when you have so many stakers, it's not meant to be traded, and you compare it to something that is heavily traded. Is that like a fair comparison? It's not. There's going to be classes. There's going to be genus. There's going to be species of blockchains. Eventually, there has to be, unless somebody can just come out with a god metric to be able to appropriately rank these things. It just doesn't apply well to crypto. It does not. Yeah, hopefully this will eliminate the OA questions. The CS has been adjusted by Nomics, circulating supply. What will they complain about when Hex continues to perform? Yeah, exactly my point. There are no more questions at this point about the OA. There just aren't. All right. Let's go, Brandon. What logic? I don't know. Give me some context. Maybe CoinMarketCap will take a look at number 201. Yeah, well, I think CoinMarketCap even has our our market cap's at like 30 billion on CoinMarketCap right now, right? Whereas with Nomics right now, we're like 14 billion. So maybe they will look at it. Maybe they did all this because they didn't want to get drug into what's happening with CoinMarketCap. Anybody ever think about that? Did people really think that we had 150 billion in worth? Come on, man. This shit wasn't even believable to Hexkins, let alone others. This is bullish. Plus, you're still 201 on the only site that people look at. Something that I've been thinking about for a very long time. If anybody has any feedback on this, please let me know. And I've racked my brain. It's like literally things that I think about, daydream about. And no, it's not Davis's mom, wherever he is. But it's rags to riches squad at gmail.com. How do we appropriately rank projects? How many millionaires has Hex made as compared in the first 2 years as compared to other shit projects? Social media, all that type of stuff. Like what do we use? Liquidity. All right. Why is Hex tanking so hard? Well, I know that a lot of people are freaking out, man. They're just freaking out. There's a lot of new folks and they're just not used to this type of thing. Let me share the screen here. Let's see what it's doing. Yeah. So we're on the daily. Let me take all this stuff right now. Ultimately right now we are in a bearish situation. Could be short term or not. But these types of things are completely normal, guys. I'm telling you, these are normal. The amount of run up that we had is just absolutely insane. And we are at the infancy of this project. In this project, the price action is not going to behave like price action that you see right now just because this project is so young. I like this candle, like this latest candle. We wicked down to about 14 cents and we popped back up. The new candle just formed. If we go to the weekly, here's something to consider, folks. Right now on the weekly, we're green. That's a really good sign. We started out green yesterday, Monday, and then we popped red for a little bit. We're holding green right now, which is a good thing. Good thing. Right on this previous high. Yeah, 2 weeks, same thing. So that's good. Let's see if we can hold it. If not, I'm not worried about it. Just not. All right, turn that off. At the end of the day, Hexkins are kind of obligated to not care, right? I mean, we all parrot that market cap doesn't matter. I didn't believe that statement for a long time. I really didn't until I really started looking around. I mean, how much value has Hex created already? How much value? It's different than everything else out there. And I'm not worried about it at all. I mean, I'm staked. I got liquid too, but I'm staked and I'm going to continue to buy because every chart that I look at, every chart from any major project, whether it's ADA, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's Bitcoin Cash or card, whatever, look at the beginning and look at the price action. What we're seeing right now is it's very, very similar. There's nothing at this point in time after being crypto for this long that it's going to shake me. It's like traditional finance. You get a major sell off every 10 years. Well, in crypto, it's kind of like, 1 year in traditional finance is really equal to probably like one week or 1 month in crypto. So we're due for some corrections. We went absolutely freaking insane in human behavior. We're greedy creatures. Holding our money is not something that we were born to do. All right. Look at David. Hold on. Anon said, laugh my ass off. Did he just say he hated me? And David says, bro, he hates himself. No one's safe. Good stream. All right. Crypto rules out of order. Honestly, Nomics just admitted that their listings are complete subjective and meaningless. Shoot, might as well be back. Dude, they did admit it. They admitted it across the board. I think they took their best shot to get it right, though. Like, he straight up said that. And read the whole post. You could just go to you can go to Nomics, just search for Nomics on Twitter, and you can see the post. He's very straightforward about it. It didn't seem like they were trying to hide or deceive anything to me. I think he's got balls, and I give him a lot of props. I'd like to shake the man's hand. I know that's not a common theme right now. What's up, guys? Alaska Fishman, what's going on? The Crypto Wonder podcast, my man. Don't smash the likes. Oh, shoot. David's mom. Hold on, there he is. Davis! Yo, I'm lurking. I know you're lurking, man. You're always there in the damn shadows. God bless America. I think Nomics should list based on owners who have the ballinest wardrobe. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. All right, let it tank so we can skyrocket back up. I mean, we're in the best position ever right now to make a solid recovery. Like, at this point, if you were gonna like think about selling, you should have thought about it a long time ago. At this point, just hold. Don't be stupid. Bought all day. I bought too, man. Product. Anon, love you too. Still hate you. Brandon, did you look into Dave Weiss? Yes, I looked into Dave Weiss, Davis. I looked into Dave Weiss. You just didn't pay me enough to look more. That's the problem. Look, if they can't list based on market cap because it's BS, what do you think would be a better metric to list under? I think on chain. I think what he said. He mentioned this, and I agree with it. Like, how much liquidity are in the pools? Now, that can't be a heavy weight because look at HEX. We don't have a massive amount of liquidity based on other things, but that could be one. That could be. What about true social information, like social media, the buzz? A lot of that's fake. How can we cut through that? Maybe with AI, the advent of AI will be better in the future. I don't know. Some type of value metric based per user. I don't, these are things. How long do we have? How long has the average user held a wallet? Maybe that's important. It's things I don't know. I don't know. I got to talk to people smarter than I am and put it together. I'd love to work with somebody on that. Hello, very good sign on weekly chart. We are doing a swing. It seems that way. Free Kyle. Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I saw some stuff today, some funny stuff. Like the prosecutor, the guy on the stand basically admitted, like, yeah, I had my gun up. I had my my Glock 19 or whatever the hell it was. I had my gun up pointing at this guy before he shot off rounds. So that kind of screwed up the prosecution, but they rolled their eyes. Dave Weiss equals legend and a hexagon. Dave Weiss is a hexagon? David Ray Davis has no F's to give about market cap. Bro just wants to save you from the globe earth. Dude. That's so if every human being, like 8 billion of us, unless there aren't 8 billion human beings, if we all like got to one side of the flat earth and we got up on a chair and we all jumped and hit the ground at the exact same time, would we spin like a token? I mean, like, would that happen? We should try it. Hey, bro, thanks for bringing much needed levity to the ecosystem. I tell anybody who will listen, don't check out Rags to Riches. Thanks, God. I saw your screen name in my comments or something in the past, dude. And gosh, dude, that's awesome. Thoughts, child. Crypto rules of order. Yeah. Flat and stationary. Maybe they should list based on percent gained. I don't know. That means Shiba Inu would kick Hex's ass. These things you got to think about. Is Shiba Inu any better than Hex? Well, no. Hell no. Nomics needs to exclude staked Hex. See, that I thought about that too. Include staked Hex. If it's user-owned staked Hex, yeah, I could see that. I thought about that. And when he shared that that screenshot of the Excel spreadsheet, it was almost like they might have conveniently left out that one right below, which was what you're talking about. So I don't know. Brandon, ever since I started following your channel, Hex has been dropping. Dude. We'll keep following, man. We'll all be poor together. We'll all be poor together. Now, Terrafin, here's the cool thing. Like, if you get really poor, I can do a live stream and raise money for your McDoubles and McChickens. It's like the highest calorie per dollar percentage in the world for a meal, I think. Do you think Pulse is launching on the 2nd of December? Yeah. If it doesn't launch at the beginning of December, I think it's going to be January, February timeframe, in my opinion. But yeah, I do think it's going to be some iteration thereof sometime in December, maybe the beginning. So let's see. Just found Hex and I'm still trying to figure it all out. Dan, I have a Hex 101 thing on my YouTube channel. It should answer a lot of questions for you. If you do have any other questions, you can join my Telegram channel. We will berate you and insult you quite a bit, but if you want to learn, you can. If you got thick skin, you can learn. Yeah, he's got balls. He just teabagged the whole X community. Oh gosh. When you understand you're not a blue marble shooting through space chasing a sun that NASA says, oh, well, man. Hi, daughters. Every time post-polling, my man. Daily bullish. It is a daily bullish engulfing candle. Let's look at that again. That made me happy. Hold on. How do I do this? Boom. Share. And can you guys see it? You guys can see it. Oh, it just got squashed again. People are just trying to push the price down. But yeah, that is definitely a daily bullish engulfing candle. Took out 2.5. We'll see though. As long as we can, if we can hold 14, that's going to be a good. If we can start going sideways a little bit, that'll feel nice. That will feel nice. All right, bottom is in. I hope so. Is shooting through space at, well, I mean, aren't all the galaxies around us shooting through space at about that speed? Right? They're expanding outwards from a central point, or that's the lie they tell us. Nomics got me hot after double standard. However, price is what matters. Nomics might not be around by the time my stake ends. That's true. Now, I did check. Very interesting. Over the past 3 months, I went to Nomics website stats. They've increased hits by 1 million every single month for the past 3 or 4 months. So it's not like they're not like small time. They only get like 0.5% of what Binance.com gets. But still, you know, they're gonna, maybe they keep making the right steps. I don't know. Oh man, the moon boots, RH, bruh. So people are going to see an opportunity because there's room to move. Yeah. I mean, is that logical? Seems logical to me. List based on the sexiest logo. That's good. There's no dick logos, so that wouldn't work. All right. Doesn't matter where, Hex will hit the top soon. Mark my words. Your words are marked. At Davis, wonder when people stop and think how silly a spinning ball belief is. Oh my gosh. They're multiplying. Average wallet value, yeah, it's like average wallet value can maybe in some iteration thereof with how long it's been held, maybe some ratio there that could help. We need an aggregated algorithm. Yeah, we do. If you guys have any feedback or any information you want to give me about that, we could partner up and do something. rags2riches@gmail.com. Yeah, seems like you have more homework to do to explain this, brand, and get back to us when you got it all figured out. Man, I don't have anything figured out, man. I'm in it for the ride, just like you guys. That's it. Rags Riches, did you know that you're not on the surface of a spinning ball in the infinite vacuum of space? I didn't know that. I believe that I am, but I don't know for sure. Just like you don't know for sure, which is interesting. Hex level load, Hexagon, my man. Does Davis even crypto? Like, Davis is the god whale. Davis is the god whale. What do you think the price PHex would be? Now, here's something cool that I thought about too earlier when I was trying to put all this together. For those people who use nomics.com as their primary source of looking at hex price, when PHex launches, and this is we're just assuming that Nomics will list PHex right away, which I don't think they will. Now that the circulating supply is so much lower, 75 billion, and it's an exact system state copy, PHex is, the price will probably be much lower. The market cap, rather, will probably be much, much lower when PHex first launches because the supply is lower and the price will be lower. So that means the market cap will be lower, which means PHex will be buried on those rankings, which means now there could be some small opportunity or your chances of getting cheaper hex might increase now. I don't really think so because Nomics isn't used as much. A lot of people don't even know about Nomics, but it's just something I've been thinking about. Yes, David Weiss unknowingly onboarded me when he streamed with Crypto Coffee on Uncle Vigilante channel. So I don't know David Weiss then. You guys hook it up. Get him to come talk to me. List based on the sexiest logo. Man, I told you about the wait. Let me see here. What's this say? Brandon, your posts on YouTubes are the best. Hell yeah. It's all flat. All right, I'm gonna catch up. I bet you guys got some really witty. Oh gosh, Davis, dude? Davis is the god whale. He donates more money, $20. Do a reaction video of my choice on David Weiss interviewing ill super chat, $100. And I like how on this thing he said my bicep was vaporized. I don't even know. Send me Davis. Just send it to me, dude. I'll probably get banned from YouTube and you'll lose me forever, but at least you'll have to send me your address with this so I can dox you when YouTube bans me so the community can pillage your life. Is that Brett the Hitman Hard Sunglasses? Hell yeah, man. People's elbow. All right. Dance Monkey dance. All right, here we go. General split. Okay. This is good. General split of the community from what I see. Some are feeling betrayed and others see it doesn't really matter because market cap doesn't matter at all. Seems like it'll all work out if we mesh. Guys, the contract hasn't changed. The contract has not changed. You go in any of these hex trading chats, and before this point in time, everybody said, like, we don't even care if we get on exchanges. It's not going to change anything. The stakers are going to stake, blah, 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 blah. Let's just keep it the way it is. You know how many people I saw say that? My mind was blown. I don't think it's a bad thing. I actually think it's a good thing. I think now that we have a solid way to overcome any type of objection from anybody, because that guy he is reputable. He's reputable. Nomics it's a reputable thing, and they depend on their reputation to move forward. Maybe there's money involved. Maybe there's some tomfoolery. Maybe there is, but we don't know about it yet, and I'm not going to assume it because I don't know. But I would rather work together as a community and not freak out. And all these people that are freaking out like really, really bad, like it's okay to talk about it, but you're scaring a lot of folks, scaring a lot of newer folks because they don't understand hex as it is. And now, they see people freaking out on Twitter and they're like, what's going on? What's the new news? There is no new news. There are no new numbers. Everything's the same. So why did hex go all the way? I had a stream the other day. And the question is, Mango Junkie. Oh, good morning, by the way, Mango Junkie. Why did hex go all the way down to number 19? That's what this whole video is about. Essentially, what happened is this the supply of hex on nomics.com. They looked closer at it and they determined that 75 billion, which is the amount that the users own, is going to be used as the supply from now on. I don't really disagree with it. I mean, I'm not happy about it, but I can't disagree with the logic. They're saying that the OA is acting in such a way that it's not really a circulating supply. I can't disagree with it. I'm not gonna say I can. I don't like it. Can't disagree. Da, 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 da. Might sell my Corvette to buy the dipped HEX. An all-time high shoot is on this correct. Yeah, you're right. All right, I'm at the bottom now. Cool. At Rarig, he is the shield that guards the realms of men, and he's shaking out the weeks before. So you guys are asking, why is price dipping so much? My theory that I fielded yesterday on a couple live streams was that if you were a person who is um, thinking about dumping HEX to purchase PHex and ending your stake early, would you be more willing to do that at 50 cents than you would at 10 cents? Hell yeah, you'd be a lot more willing to end your stake early and sell at 50 cents than you would at 10, right? So if I was a person who had Hex's best interest in mind, whether or not it's the OA, which is not the OA, like the OA is not moving anything, or somebody else, some other benevolent group of people in this group, which everybody has Telegram. There are going to be 5 or 10 people with millions and millions of HEX, and they planned this out to try to keep price stable and wait for that pump when Pulse launches. Just seems a little bit logical to me. Seems that way. What's this say? Richard himself said, cut the supply in half and we would still kick everybody's ass again. Yeah. Does Richard have freaking COVID, man? Does that dude have COVID? He said something about coughing. We haven't seen him for a while. Hope he's all right. But even if Richard dies, it doesn't matter. The smart contract continues. That strawberry cheeseburger token is going to reshape the way we purchase and consume burgers. It will be revolutionary. Let's go PulseChain. PulseChain. Hex content keeps on giving. Hell yeah. Motley in the house. Dang, dude. Let's get Coin Caprica to number 3 coin ranking site trending on Twitter. So is that like Coin Paprika? Is that the site that's listing heck higher? Paprika. Let's see. Never been here. Oh yeah, Coin Paprika. So let me share this with you, fools. Chrome tab. Share. Can you guys see that? Yeah, I gotta check now. Coin Paprika. Yeah, Hex is ranked 8th. 18 cents. Market cap, 51 billion market cap. That's interesting. What do they have their total supply at? It's all about the supply. It's all about the supply. Damn it. Where's supply at? Oh, cool. They even list like big payday. Nice. Oh, they list a T-share chart. Well, that's just a oh. No. Never mind. Total supply 635. So yeah, they're listing the total supply at 635 billion. Interesting. Thank you for that. All right. Yeah, what do you guys think? Secretly hope that Pulse gets overnight released with no notice. I could see that happening. Far Out Aliens. He's got that Harlock coup. He'll shake it up soon. All right. Yeah, they have us at number 8. Number 8. Used that back in the day before Nomics even existed. Motley Investor. Hex should start with their own listing site, and Hex can be 1 through 10. Could be, but it sure would be nice if these guys could get it right. I love early on stakers. I'm getting 1,600 Hex daily in my stake and interest and penalties. Coin Paprika is one of the sites that I used in the very, very early Hex days. Yeah, Hex, it's still number 11 on Yahoo Finance. And isn't that feed from CoinMarketCap? It's just not jacked up on Yahoo Finance, I think. think that's the case. Did Nomics say that they are dumping Satoshi's big? No, but they did address it. They addressed it. We talked about it earlier. No Hexkins are going to be looking for any listings of Pulse on Nomics. Yeah, that's probably right. I can't say if that's right or wrong. Where are we at now? Yeah, man, they're just getting that price pushed down. It's not too bad though. All right, guys, listen. Hold on, 80 watching, only 50 likes. Like the video. Don't be a pleb. You know, Rags Riches will tell you the opposite. Don't do it. Listen to me. Yeah, don't listen to me, dude. I don't care. I don't care how many people are on this video. I really don't. My primary reason for doing this is to try to deliver my opinions, hopefully unbiased, which is not likely, and then deliver the truth. And whatever happens, happens, guys. I just think that we should very, very carefully let's think about the other people who are in the community. They've been onboarded, and try not to scare the hell out of people. That's what I got to say. Guys, you guys have been great. It is time for me to split. I am going to split in 2 minutes. Yeah, integrity is everything, Motley Investor. It's freaking everything, man. Like, I jump at the opportunity to admit I'm wrong, or maybe I'm just telling you that to make me look better. Let time decide. Time will figure it out. Some guy just tried to rip off a sporting goods store by thieving nearly 50 jock straps while also eating one. That was Davis, the flat earther for sure. They just took his Bitcoin. Oh, shoot. All right, guys. I'm going to let you guys chat for one more minute. Peace out. I'm throwing them up. Peace out. Let me get this one more time. Can't let you see my face. You guys know what the deal is. And we're going to give you we'll give you 1 minute. 1 minute, and we are out.